Oh, by the way, the awards, we have the boxes and plastic wraps for them for you to take home. They're in the back over here. Just want to let you know that. Okay, it's my pleasure to introduce our last Fenton Award nominee, who, like I said, could also have been a George Hamel Cook Awardee, Dr. Paul Stewart Wichansky. A meteorology, BS, MS, and PhD, triumphed over cerebral palsy and hearing loss. As a student, he was an active participant in our leadership program. He was a motivational speaker for our community, and he was a student body representative in almost all we did. He represented what our students were all about. I will have to say one thing, and that when anybody listens to the Dr. Paul Wichansky story, the first thing they say is, why is he always cleaning his car? He parked his car outside of his apartment, the Newell Apartments. He was always cleaning it. But he usually had something like a Honda or a Kia or something, and he put a BMW sticker on, so it made him look really important, his car. So he had to have it clean. But that's what, again, the first thing everybody starts to think about. Paul now is a national public speaker with messages about, message about building self-esteem, participating and making up to your potential, and basically changing the world. He's a published author of a book which has an appropriate title, Yes, I Can, because if you know Paul, he can do anything. In college, he represented his entire student body at our graduation. He now helps to transform our world. He's introduced as a Dennis Fenton Award winner, but like I said, he could also have been the George Hamel Cook Award winner. Dr. Paul Stewart Wichansky.
Thank you, Lee Schneider. Thank you, Linda Madison and Bob Hills, for the inspiration that you guys provided me for the last 34 years, and the Cook College Alumni Association for selecting me and Brian as the recipients of the 2023 Dennis Fenton Distinguished Alumni Award. I am so humbled to be in the company, especially the past award winners. And I'm figuring, you know what? College is more than a bunch of just buildings. If nobody was here, we wouldn't have the Cook College we know. Because you guys, well, everyone here, helps to make the college a great place to learn. We got the staff, we got the professors, and we got their ideas. And that is essentially what Rutgers is all about. And considering that this dining hall is very familiar to me. I've been here 19 years, 19 consecutive years as a student, and I'm a proud alumnus. My parents were also alumnus. I have my dad here. I have my audiologist of 46 years, Dr. Bob, and I have his beautiful wife, Suzanne, joining me as my guests. All right. Mom even ate right here in this dining hall, and she told me what that statue is on the other side. I'm gonna keep it a secret. Lee Schneider, Dean of Students, and Bob Hills, Academic Dean, both worked tirelessly to ensure that Cook College provided opportunities for me to succeed, despite my physical limitations. This included the disability van service, to the on-campus living accommodations and Newell Apartments, to the college course adjustments that were needed for my hearing loss. So I have them to thank for making this place accessible. Looking back, my advisors, Dr. Reese, Dr. Nathan Reese, and Dr. Roni Absar, were instrumental for my guidance in helping me obtain real-world experience. All right, and for supervising my co-op placements. Now, when we think of co-op, we think of Cook College. Almost everyone here has a co-op placement at one time or another. All right, it's what makes Cook College so special, because we learn before we graduate, and we decide if we like it or not, if it's our niche or not, because we have to be good at it. All right, I'm gonna turn the page. All right, Cal Rutgers and Lynn Tuckman were my advisors, and they were very important for co-op and for my professional growth. For me, Cook College provided just the right balance of academics and social activities that allowed me to be myself and not what others wanted me to be. All right? I very much appreciated professors like George Clark and the late Barbara Goff, who were both our Alpha Theta chapter advisors. I also need to mention that Lee Schneider taught me about leadership abilities and to be part of the environmental stewardship for the next generation of leaders. So thank you. During my childhood, Mom recognized in me an ability to reach children with an important positive message. All right, I think it's important. She was a strong advocate for the mental health of kids, and she started a disability awareness program. It was a creative idea. Can you imagine having guest speakers come into schools to share living life with a disability with students, to show that if you take out the word disability and you take the first 3 letters out of the word, what are you left with? Ability. Everyone has that. And that's what you need to focus on. I was 10 years old, and she invited me to start my speaking career. I never stopped. It's been 42 years of speaking, and it gave me the inspiration to write a book about it. Right? Now, I'm getting to the last page here. 4 decades later, I am still speaking all over the country. Diversity, disability awareness, anti-bullying, because I was bullied when I was a kid. All right, and I don't want anyone else to feel that way that I did. In fact, one of the experiences I write about in the book, all right, and I talk about what it's like, because I have degrees in meteorology and environmental science. What made me go into speaking? It was the idea that after my programs at schools, I have students in tears. These are middle and high schoolers. They're in tears, they want hugs, and they end up bawling. And afterwards, they told me that I saved their life. What could be more important than that? Because to make people feel wanted, despite any challenge, despite any adversity, to make them feel wanted. So what I did was, I wanted to bring that to campus. For 19 years, I was in the Rutgers dining hall, carrying my food. Somebody else would carry my food to the table. But I would search around and sit with somebody I didn't know and ask if I could join them for a meal if they were not studying. So I would ask about their hobbies, their interests, their hometown, really get to know them. And because I knew what it felt like to eat alone. I didn't want anyone else to feel that way. All right? And the next time they saw me eating alone, they came over with their friends. And when I learned from the experiences of others, that takes away our fear of being different, right? It takes away our fear and it replaces it with confidence that we can be ourselves and not what other people want us to be. And there was another story, the highlight of my college career at Cook College. And this happened because of my hearing loss. My audiologist, Dr. Bob, gave me a little machine, and you put it under your pillow, and it shakes the pillow to wake me up in the morning without disturbing my roommates. All right? Piece of cake. So it's set on a timer. When the timer goes off, the pillow shakes. I wake up, and my roommates are still sleeping. So one morning, the timer was set at the wrong time, and I'm late for class. I walk into class 20 minutes late. It was at Auburn Hill Center on Bush campus. 400 students in the class. And I sit in front row, and the professor gets annoyed because I make too much noise trying to get ready to take notes. He stops lecture, turns to me, and asks me why I'm late. I did not know what to do. So I just gave him an honest answer, a brutally honest answer. My vibrator didn't go off this morning. My audiologist always called it a vibrator. That was the only meaning of the word that I knew. When I looked around the auditorium, there were people falling out of their seats laughing. The professor and I were the only ones who were not laughing. I knew exactly what it wanted, what I said. I didn't know that the word had an entirely different meaning than I thought it did. It was just not an alarm clock. The professor never called on me for rich. And in closing the speech, if I take my life experiences, if I take my formal education, if I take my working resume, if I mix in my successes with my failures, and believe me, I had academic failures too, but I grow from them. And that's being resilient. That's me. And I thank Rutgers and Cook College for allowing me to be part of the family and making me the role that I could change the world. And this is the book, Yes I Can. And it's available on Amazon. And I have several people in the audience, in the acknowledgements. David, you're in the acknowledgements too. And I'm proud to say, Brian, you're in the acknowledgements too. Alright? That's my heroes, my mentors, and my role models. Alright? And I think that every teen should read this book because we all face challenges. We all have illness, and adversity, disability, but it's an opportunity to grow from it. And I figure that my mom is also beaming in the audience. My dad is too. And Bob, Linda Madison, and everyone here who believed in me these last 34 years. Thank you for this wonderful award. Thank you.